Good evening. This is Deathpunch Entertainment with your analysts Roberto Ford and Sean Spath. Here is our picks for UFC 231.
And we're going to go into detail for the main and co-main events, which feature Joanna Jedrzejczk and Valentina Shevchenko, and also Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway. All right, I think this is going to be a really interesting fight for Joanna, just coming off a one win from Tisha Torres and plus getting a title shot in a brand new division. But going up against Valentina, I think it's going to be really tough for her, coming off of losses from her in Muay Thai specifically, and being it is MMA, the range is going to be very different. It's really going to be interesting to see how Valentina adjusts to Joanna's pressure and high volume. Because I think a lot of people get really mesmerized and get caught in her striking volume and end up getting caught a lot with pressure from that. Valentina, on the other hand, is very good at applying her pressure and constant counters from her combos. As soon as she throws something, she's ready to come back and then continue on pressure to go for takedowns. I think Joanna's really going to have to work a lot of movement, work a lot more face, and get a little more dynamic with her striking. I think she falls a little too much into the rhythm of her 1-2 low kicks, her consistent 1-2-3-4 hits to inside lead kicks. I'm thinking orthodox southpaw for her. So it's going to be really interesting to see how she adjusts her kicks for this fight. If she's going to win this fight, she is going to have to keep a lot of movement, a lot more face, so she doesn't allow Valentina to time her in order to close distance, go for takedowns, and work her clinch. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Joanna adjusts to that in the very early rounds.
Shevchenko is a dynamic striker that has a record of 15-3 with a notable win over Holly Holm. She did really well countering with her punches in that fight. And then she also had a close split decision loss over Amanda Nunes. I actually thought she won that fight just due to Amanda Nunes getting worked and exhausting out. Shevchenko is very good at Muay Thai. She has very quick movement. She has very powerful punches and kicks. She's also very tricky with the spin attacks. She also has a few wins over Joanna in Muay Thai. But we also must remember that this is an MMA bout, which allows grappling, that I think also favors Shevchenko. When she can get into the clinch, she lands powerful attacks and takedowns. Her favorite takedown that I've seen is the inside leg trip, which allows her to give heavy damage on top and sometimes a submission victory like the one she had on Priscilla. So, Roberto, who do you have winning this co-main event?
So I think Valentina's going to pull this out. I think Joanna gets too rhythmic in her combinations. A lot of it gets very predictable, but she gets away with it because of her volume. And a lot of people fall into it. They end up covering, they end up respecting it, and lets her get off as many combinations as she wants. I think Valentina, just for the fact of she's good at laying off her combinations and then being reactive to the counter, which allows her to slip the counter, close in distance, get in her clinch, go for takedowns. And I think as long as she maintains that control of anticipating Joanna's shots, slipping and immediately closing distance, she'll be able to pull off her takedowns, pressure up against the cage, get off her elbows. And I think if we start seeing Joanna going for takedowns, I think that's how we're gonna know she's in trouble and she may be starting to get desperate. And I think as long as Valentina could do that, I think she's gonna pull out a decision.
I agree. Shevchenko needs to stay. Not Shevchenko. Joanna needs to stay long, keep her movement, and Valentina needs to close the distance and make it a dirty fight. And I believe that if she makes it dirty enough, she could get the submission victory or a possible KO, TKO.
Thank you for listening. Like, share, comment. Just help us get better at this. This is kind of short notice, and we're just going to try to progress and get better at this. Hopefully, we are able to do this consistently and follow our passion in being a MMA analyst. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.